Rack focus. Hey everybody, Gianni O from the Plot Hole here, and it's time for Unpopular Opinions, episode 18. Yeah! Unpopular opinion number 1. Saying Happy Holidays isn't an insult to Christmas, nor is saying Merry Christmas an insult to those who don't believe in Christmas. The fact that people get so damn bent out of shape over this is silliness at its finest. If you believe in the Christian God and celebrate Christmas, say Merry Christmas. If somebody says Happy Holidays to you, I don't know, you could just thank them, say Merry Christmas back, and be on your way. If you're Jewish, say Happy Hanukkah. It's real simple, folks. All of you who get bent out of shape because the rest of the world wants to include all peoples of faith or not faith in their Happy Holidays sentiment, get bent. There's no war on Christianity. Stop with your fake, I'm being persecuted crap. You're not. Get a life. Move on. You're not being wiped out of existence. Jeebus. Let me leave you folks with this. Happy holidays, you filthy animal. Unpopular opinion number 2. Surround yourself with people who both agree and disagree with you. I call this unpopular opinions, but most of you agree with everything that I say. Except for the mayo thing. I mean, out of all the things that I've said, mayonnaise is nasty has been the most incendiary. I don't hate people who like mayonnaise. I just don't like mayonnaise. Squirrel, what's my point? Oh, right. Surround yourself with people who are going to challenge your position from time to time. Don't put yourself in an echo chamber and then wonder why you never learn anything. Discourse can be disagreeable. In fact, I've learned far more from disagreeable discourse than I have agreeable discourse. I have a pal who shall remain nameless, but let's call him Gandalf. Gandalf and I have known each other for about 20 years. God, I'm getting old. We often disagree on many things, especially political. Gandalf and I broke the cardinal rule of no speaking about politics at the bar more times than, the Catholic Church has broken, cardinal rules. Gandalf is a right-leaning moderate, and I'm a left-leaning moderate. That doesn't mean we both kind of agree on a lot of things. We even disagree on the things that we agree on. We've had extremely loud conversations about many different subjects at the bar, often so that people sometimes think we're fighting. Nothing could be further from the truth. At the end of the day, we give each other a bro hug, laugh it off, and we leave with just as much respect as we had before we started the conversation. As a result of these conversations, we both have expanded our knowledge on these subjects, sometimes with different points of view. That's what makes discourse amazing. I miss those conversations with Gandalf. Point being, surround yourself with people who will challenge your positions more than those who would agree with you. Listen to what they have to say, and you might learn something. Unpopular opinion number 3. If you can't handle somebody throwing insults at you, then don't throw insults at them. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form suggesting that people who throw out the pedophile accusation are acceptable. They're not. Those who resort to baseless accusations, such as pedophilia, need to evaluate their lives and figure out why they're giant pieces of, that brown stinky stuff. That being said, if you're more than willing to call somebody a moron, a jackass, an idiot, whatever, then be prepared for someone to throw the doo-doo right back at you. If someone says something out of line, you can either chalk it up to the game or approach the offender, hash it out, and move on. If someone genuinely approaches you with a real grievance, listen to what they have to say. If you were wrong, apologize and move on. We can all have fun, fling a little mud at each other without getting our feels hurt. And if you step over the line, be a decent human being and apologize. Don't double down on nonsense. Don't expect people with questionable ethics and morals to return the favor, though. Best bit of advice, don't step in the ring if you're not willing to be hit by flung poo from time to time. Finally, Matthew McConaughey recently came under fire for his comments about the far left and his comments about those who are denying Biden's election victory. McConaughey responded to actor-turned-activist/podcaster Russell Brand's question about the criticism and condemnation by the far left of ordinary working-class people, stating, "There are a lot of people on that liberal left that absolutely condescend, patronize, and are arrogant towards the other 50%. And holy white privilege, Twitter lighted their torches and came out against the Hollywood actor." Does Mr. McConaughey enjoy the spoils of white privilege? I mean, yeah, probably. But does that make what he said wrong? That's debatable. Have the liberal left treated those on the right with condescension? Absolutely. Is that what Brand asked McConaughey? No. Brand asked McConaughey if his colleagues, those being Hollywood elites, have treated the right with condescension. Look, it's not a new trope. People of privilege often look down their noses at others who don't believe or don't hold the same views and ideas that said privileged people have. Regardless of your position, treating people as if they're less than human is not the right thing to do. Call me a hippie if you like, but just because I have opinions that differ from other people doesn't mean that I think that I'm better than those people. Nor does it give me the right to treat them as if they're less than human. Compassion goes a long way when holding discussions with people who have opposing views. Yes, having a heated and passionate debate is a good thing. It's when we start treating the opposition like they're less than human is when we step into that area that's wrong. And I get it. Some people are the shittiest people that are willing to throw the nastiest comments our way. Sling back? Sure. But don't expect any meaningful exchange of ideas, thoughts, or even facts. And just because the other side is willing to treat you like you're less than human doesn't mean you have to do the same. As entertaining as that may be, McConaughey is in the right to say that we should be less condescending and arrogant towards each other, even if he was only talking about his colleagues. Yes, calling out racism, bigotry, and sexism is an important thing to do, but that still doesn't give us the right to treat other people as if they're less than human. Calling for the cancellation of McConaughey doesn't do anything other than prove that he's right. It sure doesn't stop Hollywood or other entertainment houses from hiring actors. It doesn't help your cause. If anything, it points the camera at the person whom you're trying to cancel, giving them the attention. Instead, how about putting your energy into local programs that combat those things that you have issue with? Jumping on a Twitter or any other social media and calling for the cancellation of anybody is a waste of time. Get on Twitter to share your funny cat videos, your news fail videos, and of course, your plot hole videos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Unpopular Opinions, episode 18. I'm your humble host, Johnny O. If you enjoyed today's show, give me one of these here. If you didn't, one of these is perfectly okay too. Leave me a comment down below with your unpopular opinions. I'm going to have unpopular opinions. I think it's going to be episode 20. I believe it's going to be episode 20. That'll be a compilation of my favorite unpopular opinions left on the Unpopular Opinions segment. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's show and you wish to support the channel monetarily, you can do so at www.patreon.com/theplothole1. That's the number one, not the Oneaters. So close to not having to tell that joke anymore, so get on there. Once they get to that 25 patron mark, I'll do that raffle for all of my patrons. It's going to have a t-shirt, a mug, and a couple of little goodies for the kiddies. We'll see what happens. I also have a fundraiser going to help improve my camera equipment. So if you want to do that, I've got a paypal.me. It's going to be all in the description below. If you can, that's great. If you can't, I completely understand. Times being what they are, this being Christmas, what are you going to do? Anyway, I'm Johnny O once more. And don't forget, keep your opinions unpopular, baby.